Now let's create our custom app theme. So let's open our sidebar. Here we have core folder, and inside that we have theme folder, and inside this theme folder we're going to create a couple of files. The first one is app colors.dart, and the next one is app theme.dart. So inside app colors we put all of our colors, and inside theme we're going to put our theme data. So let's open our app colors first, and inside our app colors file, so we can create a new class, and let's name it as app colors. Let's define a name it private constructor. So we say app colors dot underscore braces. Okay, so we are defining a private name it constructor because this class only hosts static properties. All right, so instead of you watching me typing all the colors, I just copy paste them here, and I put the link to these colors in the description or in the comment section so that you can copy paste them, or if you want you can type them out and like change the colors based on your preference. So let's paste them. Okay, just like that. Let's import our Dart UI. Here I have these colors, so I chose these colors for the app, so these are good enough for me. If you want, you can change the colors based on your preference. So let's save it, and we open our app theme file, and inside there we are gonna create another class, and we're gonna name it as app theme. So we can define a name it private constructor again, dot underscore this. Okay, because this holds only one static property. So let's make it static, and we can say theme data. This is the type, and the variable name is theme data equal to theme data. So let's actually set our theme, app theme, to our material app. Okay, I'm gonna open my app folder here, app file. Inside app file, right under our theme mode, we're gonna set not theme but dark theme, because we are using only dark theme. Okay, if you want to set light theme as well, you can define light theme as well. Okay, app theme dot theme data. So let's import it just like that. If we save it, you can see this turns into dark because we are setting our theme mode to dark, and we are defining our dark theme like this. So let's open our app theme file again. Here we can set the values of the properties we need. Okay, first of all, let's start with use material 3. So we set that to true, and the next one is we can set the brightness as well, because we are going for a dark mode. We set the brightness to dark, and also let's set our scaffold background color. So we grab our app colors we created earlier. So we can we have this background color inside here. Inside our app colors class, we have this background color which is dark. We're going to use that one for our background color. So the next one is, after scaffold background color, we definitely need to set our color scheme as well with our primary color. So let's make this const color scheme. Let's use dark one, and we're gonna set only primary value. Let's grab our app colors class again, and for the primary we have primary color. We use that, and together with primary, let's set surface as well. Okay, so we make the surface dark. So we grab our app colors again. We have this surface, which is like darkish. We use that, and now if we save it, nothing changed here because we do not have a lot of widgets that like kind of showcase the app theme. Okay, we set here. So right now our color scheme is done. We can actually define global theme for our individual widgets. So for example, group of widgets, let's say. The first one, we definitely need text field. Let's go for text field. text field decor. Okay, so we have that input decoration theme, we use that, and we have input decoration theme, we're going to use that. And for the input decoration, we'll set the values of a few properties inside this. So the first one is we make our text field definitely filled. So let's set it to true, and let's set a fill color. Fill color is basically the background color of your text field. Okay, fill color. So we grab our app colors again, and for it we can use surface because I want this to be dark. And not only just the surface, I'm gonna set the alpha value as well. So let's set it to 100, and let's see if that looks good. If that's the case, then we can leave it as it is, or we might modify it later based on how it looks. So what else? We have fill color, and our text field has definitely a border. By default it has a border. Let's set the border radius as well. So we can say border what is it, border radius, not border radius, just border, because it doesn't have like border radius property right inside this input decoration theme class. So we use our outline input border, and this has this border on all four sides. So we're going to use the default border, but we just modified the radius of it. So we say border radius, so we can use border radius circular here, and we set this to 12. Okay, this should look okay. Now this is done. I think our input decoration theme is done. We can move on to the next one. So the next one, we have what kind of widgets? Definitely we have button widget. So we can say elevated button. So we grab our elevated button theme, elevated button theme data, and we modify a few properties of this elevated button theme as well. So the first one, we need to grab our style here. We say elevated button dot style from, and now we can change the style of this button. So we definitely need to change the background color. Okay, so we have primary color, and we're going to use that primary color for our button background. And once we set the background color, we're going to set the foreground color as well, like the how it looks, how the items on the button looks, for example the text or icons. Okay, foreground color, and we grab our app colors. Because our background color is like reddish or orange, we can set to light color. Okay, it kind of has some difference. You can see the white color on orange better instead of like a dark one. Okay, so I think this is enough. We can set the elevation as well, elevation to 0. So if you want, you can leave it as it is. I just set it to 0. Okay, I don't want elevation. What else? Once we have elevated button, we definitely have text button as well. So let's add that. So we have text button. Okay, we are using text button in probably one place. I don't know other cases, like inside dialog probably. So let's see. Text button, text button theme. We have that. We can grab our text button theme data, and inside there we need, let's grab our style first, and we can say text button theme, text button theme dot style, theme text button actually style from, and we only need to set probably the foreground color. I think we don't need background color. So for foreground color, we can use our text primary color. Okay, just like that. So right now this is done. We can save it and we go down here. What else do we have? So we have task cards, so we can define our card theme as well. Okay, so card theme, so we can get that card theme data, and we can use card theme data class, and inside here we definitely need to change the color to our preferred color. So our app colors class, we have background color, surface color. So should we use once our background color is like dark, and we can use surface color. Okay, it's a little bit not that dark. So the next one would be elevation. We don't want any elevation. If you want the elevation, if you want your card to have an elevation, you can just set it to the value you want. So I don't want any, I set it to 0. So let's set the shape of it as well. So we can say rounded rectangular border, and we can change the values of this rounded rectangular border class. So we definitely need to change the border radius of it. So border radius circular. We are using 12 as our border radius, so we set this one to 12 as well. So what else? Let's leave other things as they are. For now, our app theme seems to be done. Okay, so we can save it and we can close these app colors and app theme files, and we can go to our to-do screen here.